As many of you know, this month is Emotional and Mental Awareness Month. And so we feel that this is an appropriate time to have such an important conversation as this.
The key question is, does your life matter? Because if it does, I don't think you're going to kill yourself. I don't think you're going to allow something outside of your control to hold you back from becoming everything that you were born to be. Don't you think that the discussion should be more about doing something and taking action to make sure that our lives matter? When we get ourselves right, mental health is the natural consequence and the residual impact of focusing in on what really matters most. But the number one limiting belief that holds us back from accomplishing our goals is focusing in on a future outcome instead of focusing in on or staying present in the process by starting where we are right now. It's like ordering an Uber ride that requires that we enter in our current location. And if you lie about where you are, the directions won't work. We've got to understand the answer to the next steps begins every single day. So before we can ever make a move, we have to first identify and acknowledge where we are right now. Regardless of how tough it gets, my friends, nobody ever hits rock bottom. We hit rock foundation. We hit rock belief. We hit the baseline core values and governing principles on which we were raised. I wasn't depressed. We know people who have been clinically diagnosed with a chemical imbalance. They need medication. They need non-judgmental friendship and unconditional love. But so many people in my experience just flippantly use this word, I'm depressed, to describe something that has nothing to do with their chemistry. You see, what I discovered, there's a giant difference between being depressed and being disappointed. Huge difference between being depressed and being discouraged and being sad. And we've all heard the acronym HALTS: hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or sad. When we're experiencing any one of those emotionally distorted conditions, we can't listen, we can't love, we can't feel. We have no empathy. It doesn't really matter where we are physically because we're not there mentally and emotionally and spiritually. We can't connect. And then suddenly we hit this downward spiral where we don't think our lives matter anymore. When we want happiness in our life, it requires action. And action is about doing something on a daily basis to prove to ourselves that our lives matter. There's a really good chance that somebody in here is hurting as badly as I was, who's lost your identity like I did. What are you going to do about it? Mental health is so critically important that we don't just talk about those who we seem to want to serve, but how about looking at ourselves in the mirror and looking at each other at your table and saying we're here for each other, and now we've created a sorority, a fraternity, forever connected if we'll just keep in touch.